Today's review is the Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy Groot action figure. This is a ToysRus exclusive figure. I don't believe the figure is actually released yet officially, but I was fortunate enough to find this in ToysRus. So here's a front view of the packaging, and here's the back side of the packaging of Groot himself and the little Groot and the Groot on the pot. Here's a side view of some nice artwork, and we'll open them up and I'll be right back. So here's everything out of the packaging. You get two legs which need to be attached to the figure. You get little Groot, and then you get the smaller Groot that's on the pot. So here's Groot fully assembled. I did notice that one of the legs was reversed on the foot, so I just did a complete 360 on the foot, and now it looks right. So just make sure of two things when you do attach the legs, that the back of the legs in the knee area is showing the hinges, and also the moldings on the front of the knee should be kind of connecting to each other when his legs are not extended. So that's how you can tell if it's left or right. So here's little Groot, and just there's no articulation, but the green paint app is pretty nice over the overall brown coloring, and his eyes are nicely detailed up close. If you might not see it on camera, but in person it's definitely very nicely detailed there. As for baby Groot, again, no articulation, but it's really nice. Its paint apps are pretty good, and I just find it very funny that it's coming out of a pot. So adult Groot stands just shy of 9 inches. So he's pretty tall in comparison to the other Marvel Legends figures. I think he's maybe along the same size as Giant Man from the Civil War wave. In terms of paint apps, it's pretty good. He has the overall brown tree color to him, but also the green shading around his body parts makes makes the figure stand out a lot more. I think my most favorite part is the face. Let me see if I can get up. So I think the face is nicely painted and sculpted. You can see he's smiling a little. I don't have the original Groot figure, so I can't really compare. But just looking at the sculpt on the eyes, it's really nice. The paint is really nice. In fact, I think it's way better than a lot of the typical Marvel Legend figures in paint apps for the eyes, but this one is very on point. So looking at the figure far away, because of how monstrous it is, it's nicely sculpted. The paint is nice all over the body, the green shading. There's very fine details around basically the articulation points. You can see there's like tree roots sticking out, and it definitely blends into the rest of the figure, so it doesn't look like you have interconnected pieces for the figure, but everything flows perfectly for this figure in my opinion. So at the head is a ball joint. You could actually swivel a 360, but he could tilt a little back and a little bit forward, but not too much. At the shoulder is a ball joint. At the upper arm is a rotation, double hinge elbows. There's a ball joint on the hand. There's a slight ab crunch, and you could rotate it. There's no waist swivel down here, but there is ball joint ball joint at the upper legs. The knees is single jointed, but it has good rotation and a bend. At the foot, there's a rotation and a slight bend. Overall, I think this is a very cool exclusive figure. It's kind of disappointing that you might have to go to various ToysRus to find this. I was able to look for it earlier on, but you know, go out there, hunt for this toy, because in my opinion, it's a definite pickup if you're a Guardians of the Galaxy movie or a comic book fan. I highly recommend this figure. If you like this video, give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel Rockstick. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and have a good day.